screen?
Guys, kunyumba. So, get pregnant,
okay, people, can we focus now? Have you seen the case scenarios that are on the screen?
No, madam.
You can't see my screen sharing?
No. No.
Hello?
Yes, we're able to see now.
Okay, all right. So, like I said, we're doing there are 2 case scenarios. Now we're going to look at the 3 case scenarios. Okay. I was talking about how we're looking at homeopathic medicine. Okay. And the philosophy of homeopathic medicine and how it is practiced. So, what is important in that is that you should be able to make a differentiation between allopathic medicine and homeopathic medicine, conventional medicine and homeopathic medicine, allopathic medicine, and some of those definitions and differentiations. Okay. Works in a factory. I think we had read this. Jim works in a factory. He's 35 years old, married with 3 children. He's a bit of a couch potato and can spend hours happily watching TV. He drinks at least half. Insurance settlement, she has had her home adapted to her needs and has daily visits from carers. Who help her with things she can no longer manage to do. She's a novelist and feels her work has improved dramatically since the accident. Her last 2 novels were very well received by the critics and have become best sellers. He is by this late unexpected success. Okay. Scenario. The third, it's a computer analyst. He's very fit, works out 7 a.m. every morning, jogs at least 10 miles. If he has to miss a job for any reason, he feels terribly depressed. He lives alone and doesn't enjoy socializing. He's never had a close relationship with anyone. Apart from his exercise program, he has no other interests. He tends to eat the same thing every day and weighs his portions out on a kitchen scale to ensure he doesn't exceed his daily calorie limit. He also takes many vitamins and mineral supplements. Okay, so now the question is, of these 3, which one of them is the healthiest and which one of the 3 is the sickest? I think last time we actually read that, and hello? Which one of the three is the healthiest and which one of them is the sickest? Give reasons for your choice. Are people there? Raise up your hands. Madaliso? Or is it Lorraine? Can you people get me?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
madam.
The three scenarios that I have just read out, which one of the three do you think is the most healthy and the one that is the sickest? Anybody give it a try and give reasons for your choice. You want to go first?
There's a hand from Gray.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not seeing any hands. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, madam. It was just a mistake.
Yes? What were you saying? Hello, people. Can we move on?
Yes, madam.
A lot of time for calling.
The sickest is Jimmy.
The sickest is Jimmy.
Yes.
Why?
Because of the lifestyle that he has taken.
Why do you say he's the sickest?
The lifestyle that he has taken, where he's from work, he eats fried foods and all those stuff, which can lead into diabetes or hypertension. And he's obese.
Okay. No, but that one doesn't even go to work. He's a couch potato. He likes the couch so much. He
works in the factory.
I agree that is the sickest, but you've given a reason. Okay, works in the factory, yes. And you don't even know what kind of a factory that is.
Yeah.
Exposed to the work culture that may be in that in that factory. Maybe why he sits a lot is that he gets too tired. He doesn't get to rest. He has to work standing up through and through, and he works without eating anything. So yeah, you are right that he could be the sickest. Any other choice? And give reasons to your answer. People, any other choice? Any other explanation to the other two? What What do you say about John? What can we say about John? Okay, let's move on. We've got another topic today. We've got another complementary medicine that we need to look at. So these are some of the plants that are used in homeopathic medicine, and then what they are also used for. So you will notice that most of these are non-communicable diseases, like malaria, and here this probably is used for vector control or to alleviate the symptoms of fever and the chills that malaria gets to bring. Okay, more common homeopathic medicines, and then I think we mentioned this. So, about homeopathic medicine, that's of homeopathic medicine, the philosophy of that kind of practice, and then the differences that are there between homeopathic medicine and allopathic medicine, and then how treatment is actually instituted. That also is very, very important. Okay, so I'll stop sharing this. We got to another topic. Okay, so we're going to look at Unit 8, which is complementary medicine of Ayurveda. Okay, complementary medicine or Ayurvedic practice of medicine. So with the outline, we are going to look at the introduction and then the concept of Ayurvedic medicine, comparisons with other practices. Okay, so what is Ayurvedic medicine? In a snapshot, and if you look at the description of what's Ayurvedic medicine, it is one of the oldest holistic healing systems. Okay, Ayurvedic medicine or Ayurveda is made of two words, Ayus and Veda, meaning knowledge or science, meaning life and meaning knowledge. So knowledge of life or knowledge of science. Okay, it is based on the belief that health and wellness depend on a delicate balance between the mind, body, and the spirit. So more or less like homeopathic medicine, where we are looking at the holistic approach of treating, of healing patients. Okay, so for Ayurvedic medicine, there are principles that are quite away from allopathic or homeopathic medicine. The primary focus being that it promotes good health rather than to fight diseases. Okay, it promotes good health rather than to fight diseases. So treatments may be recommended for specific health problems, and even in this, reads that most of them are those that have to do with non-communicable conditions. Okay, yes, Madaliso?
Madam, we can't see the screen.
Oh, you can't see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Has it come on now?
Yes, it has.
It has, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so like I was saying, Ayurvedic medicine is what we are looking at, and the outline is the introduction, the concepts that help with the practice of Ayurvedic medicine, and then also the comparisons with other practices. Okay, so that is what is going to take the outline. So I mentioned that the primary focus of this type of practice is to promote good health rather than to fight the disease. However, there are specific health problems that can also be managed using Ayurvedic medicine. Okay, you will take note that most of these are actually non-communicable diseases as well, as opposed to infectious conditions. Okay, so now what are the concepts of this practice? Okay, according to the theory, everything in the universe, living or not, is connected. And I think you can agree with me that everything is connected. We are placed in this world, we've got the air which we breathe, land which we step on, and everything around us has got something to do with our lives, such that an imbalance in any of these things is going to affect us. So Ayurvedic medicine talks about good health is achieved when your mind, your body, and spirit are in harmony with the universe, with everything that is around you. Okay, and the disruption in any of these brings a disharmony which can cause you poor health. Okay, and eventually sickness. So anything that affects your physical, your spiritual or emotional well-being can cause you to be out of balance. So if you remember in homeopathic medicine, we had talked about how you need to have this kind of balance to be at ease, your body to be at ease, because when it's diseased, then it ensues into a condition which can cause sickness, which can cause some malfunctioning of certain organs. So in the same vein, Ayurveda also works with the same principle, that a disruption of this harmony, the body, the mind, the spirit, and the universe can bring you sickness. Okay? Some include, of course, genetic or birth defects, and with this you can say that, oh no, it's genetic, it's genetically implied. But then with that genetics, something in the past may have happened to your forefathers, maybe, that caused that genetic effect to happen in the wrong way. Injuries sometimes, climate and seasonal changes, age, and emotions. Okay, so those are the things that this mode of practicing medicine looks at. Okay. So a combination of your health, physical and psychological well-being, when combined, form your body's constitution. Okay? Your body's constitution, or what is called prakrit. All things being normal, your body's constitution is who you are and is believed to stay the same for your whole life, subject to your food metabolism. So here it is important to see that for your body's constitution to be upright, to be normal and in the normal way, you need to have which is metabolized to the food, so that all the nutrients that food has can actually be made available to the organs that need be, okay, and for your well-being. Every person is made of a combination of 5 basic elements. This is according to the concept of Ayurvedic medicine. Okay? So the basic elements that are found in the universe are space. You agree with me that each one of us to exist, we exist in space. We don't exist in a vacuum. We exist in space where you are seated there. It's all about space. Yes, somebody is talking? And then air. air is very, very important, and I'm sure with this COVID-19, we have all realized the need for us to use this air, because if our organ that is actually pumping in the air and using it is not working well, people have had to buy this air in the form of oxygen and help by ventilators. Okay? And then fire. From the time that fire was discovered by man on how it can, fire is used to cook and improve food, bring out certain nutrients, it's been the greatest discovery that man has had to have, where now food is cooked. Okay, and fire just brings out a lot of other things, sanitizes and gets rid of certain kind of illnesses and infections. And then while we are talking about the latest invention as being fire, but there's also an element, basic element, which is important, and that is water. Okay? We know that water is life, and we know that a huge percentage of our bodies is of water, and all the metabolic activities will not happen in the absence of water in the cells. So this is a very, very important element. And then the last of the 5 basic elements in the universe that are part of the concept of Ayurvedic medicine is the earth. Okay, so the earth, where does food grow? The food that we are talking about, which enhances metabolism, is on the earth. Are we in space? Everything happens on earth, in space, with air. All those things have to be in balance. Okay, with our body, mind, and soul. Okay, if there's an imbalance in any of those basic elements, an imbalance of the body, soul, and mind well-being, then sickness ensues. Okay, so that is the concept of Ayurvedic medicine. Is there any question this far? So the 5 elements control how your body works, and they combine in the human body to form 3 life energies. Okay, so you see where we have come from the mind, the body, and soul, and then we go into the universe where there are 5 elements which are extremely important. But then these elements together with your body work to combine 3 life energies, which are given the Ayurvedic names as they are. But then what do like Vata dosha mean? Space and air. Okay, this is an energy, very important energy. And the other energy is water. And the third energy is water and earth. Everyone inherits a unique mix of the 3 doshas. So it is believed that inheritance, as depending on your of your lineage, you are going to inherit any 3 of these life energies. And what this means is that you are going to thrive in these 3 energies such that the other energies will be very minimal, very minor. However, with those imbalanced energies, should they be an imbalance, and then you are going to be prone to having these diseases. Okay? One dosha is usually more dominant, and doshas actually control different kinds of body functions. You will hear of how some people genetically, of course, are easily predisposed to certain kind of conditions. And when we talk of non-communicable conditions, we are talking about maybe hypertension, for instance, anemia, for instance, which will come because there is an imbalance in the 5 elements of the of the atmosphere. It is thus believed that your chances of getting sick are linked to the balance of your age. Okay? So with science, so much has been done, and you'll be surprised that Ayurvedic medicine is so connected to scientific proof about a lot of these things. That is why complementary and alternative medicine is all about holistic approach, other than looking at the symptom, removing that symptom, and hoping that somebody is going to remain well. Okay? So how does this belief relate to allopathic medicine? That is the question. How do you think that this belief relates to allopathic medicine? Can I have some contributions there? Hello, we just have 6 minutes. We're going to be logged out immediately after logging out. Please just join in again. Any questions this far? Am I seeing any hands? No? Okay. So moving on.
Madam.
Yes. Yes.
I missed it at the beginning because the network kept on lagging. So I didn't pick the words you said in the preamble. How common is the practice of this Ayurvedic medicine, especially in places where they have got advanced technology, or in places where they are able to utilize this, as opposed to how it is here in Zambia, where we just rely on conventional medicine? How common does that apply?
It is very common, especially where it originated from in India. It is a very well practiced complementary and alternative medicine, and some people just go for Ayurvedic medicine as opposed to orthodox kind of medicine. Of course, we are talking about how they believe in spirituality so much, and then also how they believe in having control over their feelings and to getting sick. You realize, I'm sure you've watched a lot of these movies from Asia, where people are just so disciplined in doing something. Okay, in that discipline, they use certain kinds of herbs, and they hardly get sick. And a lot of people in these parts of the world live long. You find very, very old citizens, very, very old people, as opposed to us who have trashed our traditional medicine, for instance, our traditional principles, for instance, our traditional philosophies, for instance, and then all we want to do is we've jumped the gun and gone on to adopt imported or Western kinds of lifestyle even. But you'll find that in a lot of these places where these kinds of practices these kind of medicines are practiced, they have kept to the tradition and the culture of using this kind of medicine. And these people hardly get ill, actually. You won't find people who are so obese. You won't find people who have a lot of non-communicable illnesses. And like I've always said, traditional medicine is not a quick fix or a one-size-fits-all. Okay? Even in Ayurvedic medicine, you've seen that we are talking about energies there, the doshas, okay? Space and air, and each one of us has got a unique mix of these doshas, okay, that control the different body functions. So you are weak in certain body functions, and you can be easily predisposed as compared to your dominant dosha that you can have, okay? So it's not about how common it is. Where it originated from, it is as used as much as it was then. But there are people who just want to do conventional medicine. Even just here in Zambia, there are people who always go for traditional medicine. They will go to the Ngangas, they will go to the whatever. Even when they've got a hospital, They'll come to the hospital when the Nganga has told them, there's nothing I can do, go. Meanwhile, they are already coming on a stretcher, or if they are lucky alive, they'll be dead already. So there are those things, and very strong cultural connotations and inclinations. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, so we go to the next here. This is just an image to show the different elements of Ayurvedic medicine and the different branches. While it is called Ayurvedic medicine, there are actually different branches of Ayurvedic medicine according to the conditions that are taken care of. Okay, and it is called wholeness, the wholeness medicine, which looks at holistically, and you can attest that homeopathic medicine is also that kind of a holistic approach to treatment. Okay, so Ayurveda medicine has got 3 dimensions: care, okay, where you have to care for yourself, you have to prevent disease, and then even when you have done these things, you cure, bring the normalcy of health without checking or interfering. So they have to identify the dosha that is prominent in your life and then bring your mind to it. Okay, so that practice is done. So in a minute's time, we're going to be so now, question: discuss the principles of allopathic medicine and compare with those of Ayurvedic. Okay, so Ayurvedic medicine and allopathic medicine. Medical texts also usually present principles as the basis which underlies medical practice. So it is important that even as you are doing your reading up, your write-ups and everything like that, you should look for the principles. What are the principles of allopathic medicine? What are the principles of orthodox medicine, which is the same as allopathic medicine? What are the principles or the philosophy of homeopathic medicine? What are the things important for you to know? Because in knowing that, you will be able to differentiate the different brands. What are the differences? So the thing, one of the first things to note is that allopathy focuses on suppressing the signs and symptoms of disease. Okay, so can be an option in the same way that Ayurvedic medicine does. You have to remove the causative as opposed to the symptom. Okay, so those two have to be differentiated. Ayurvedic medicine focuses on the wellness as a complete package, be it physical, psychological, spiritual, or social well-being. Allopathic medicine takes the body in pieces, is objective and incomplete in nature, while Ayurvedic medicine takes the body as a whole, and the physician has knowledge of all the systems of medicine. Okay, so you can imagine that while we talk about conventional medicine, other practices of medicine are even more resolute. One, they are even more invasive. Two, and they are very thorough in the knowledge. The physician will have knowledge in pretty much everything, and they take interest in the patient in such a way that for them to focus on their wellness and complete as a complete package, they have to know so many things about this patient. For us, I would imagine going to the hospital and then with the thousands of people that a few doctors may see, they won't take interest in the well-being, as into the holistic approach of the patient, but they'll look at what is causing disease in this person. If it's communicable diseases, they'll endeavor to want to remove it. If it's non-communicable, they'll endeavor to want to manage it, which is as opposed to Ayurvedic practice. And then the last part is just the foods that I incorporated in Ayurvedic practice. The diet, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So you eat whole grains and vegetables. They help digestion and metabolism. In Ayurvedic medicine, of the most importance is for you to have proper digestion and to have proper metabolic activity. Because once this metabolism is not complete, or metabolism is circumvented, then you have a problem. That's where non-communicable diseases come from. Okay, to eat melons and pears, they help in inflammation. So you see that in Ayurvedic medicine, there are certain parts, there are certain elements that are that are magnified. Okay, digestion is very important. So what you eat is of extreme importance, and then how it is digested in order for you to get the maximum benefit of your food is also very, very important. And then they help inflammation, that is fruits, and then also spicy foods help stimulate digestion. So again, we are going back to digestion. So Ayurvedic medicine is all about how you get your food to be digested, because when your food is fully digested, you are able to even remove your body is able to expel certain toxins that bring certain conditions, especially when your metabolism begins being slow as you begin aging. Okay, so again, culture there comes in on what we eat. As you grow, your diet is supposed to be changing. Your diet is supposed to be conforming to the body's needs, and not of the diet of a 16-year-old teen, or a diet of a strength 20 young adults like yourselves, or a diet of the mid of the 30s, or 40s or 50s. When you reach your 60s and 70s, everything has changed. So you need to eat that diet that actually you're going to have proper digestion and complete metabolic activity of the food that you eat. So any questions to that effect, people? Any questions to the practice of Ayurvedic medicine? Okay. All right. So there being no question, I think we end here today. The next time we are meeting, is there any other time that you are free, so that we do 2 units next week? And then after that, I think we need to start doing tutorials.
Tuesday. All right, madam. I think we'll schedule a meeting for Tuesday.
Should I have some feedback, people?
Yeah. So Tuesday in the morning. I think this time will be free. So we'll schedule. Yeah, we'll schedule for a meeting then. Yes.
In the morning.
Tuesday in the morning. Yeah. No. Let's put it at 10, like you had suggested in that conversation we had.
Okay. All right. Okay, that will be fine. At 10 on Tuesday. If anything changes, yes, I'll call you on Monday. Sometimes meetings just pop up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
all right.
Yeah. And
okay, that's fine.
I'm so busy in the lab. I'm more in the lab nowadays now. Okay. All right. Any other questions, people? No? Okay, then. I think our time is up. our lecture time is up. So we've looked at homeopathic medicine and we've looked at Ayurvedic medicine. The next step we're going to look at is aromatherapy. Okay, so just be ready for aromatherapy, and then we are going to look at traditional medicine. Okay, our African traditional medicine and the philosophy. Okay, so I'm gonna end this lecture for everyone. Okay.